So I wanted to know if you were interested in putting a friendly little wager on this game.
Depends on how friendly and how little.
It's pretty friendly. If it's little, that's up for interpretation.
All right, give me your best shot. I'll probably say yes.
Well, we're both rooting for Argentina. Argentina against England. So
Yes.
We're both rooting for Argentina. So I think our bet should have something tied to Argentina. So
Okay.
I wanted to see if you wanted to wager that France would win, and I'll wager that Spain will win. The loser has to get
Hey, I'm Brian,
and I'm Scott.
and welcome to the Two Old Fashions podcast, where two friends get together and have conversations over cocktails. How are we doing tonight, Scott?
Feeling good. Feeling good. I gotta say, Brian, I think this is the most I've ever prepped for this podcast.
I find that hard to believe since you carried an entire one all by yourself.
Maybe, but no, I think I'm prepped. I have zero notes. All my notes are in my head. I am ready to go for today's podcast.
I am feeling that. And what is fueling you for tonight's podcast, Scott?
What is fueling me? I have a Woodford Reserve Old Fashioned. I decided to go back with the simple syrup. I did not use my, new favorite Delmarva syrup today. But what I did do was I did go triple bitters.
Triple.
Has that ever been done before?
Like three different kinds or
Three
three
different
times the
kinds.
amount? I mean, I'm sure it's been done before. It's never been done before on this show, though.
So yeah, setting a new standard. Triple bitters. I went aromatic, orange, and cocoa. I did find another large cube. You can see the pour here.
Okay.
It's so
Did your
big.
large cubes go missing or something? I knew you were upset about the clarity, but they're gone?
I don't know. I just have like cubes all over the place. I need to make some new ones is what I need to do because these are also pretty freezer burnt. But what I've learned, I may have talked about this before, the freezer burned clear cubes, once the burns off, I don't know what you call it, like the ice burns off the ice, they stay clear. These are still clear. So this was a really big one. My wife commented on how big of a drink I had made myself. Which is actually pretty funny because I spilled like half of it on the counter and I didn't even put more in to compensate. So let's try it. Yep, pretty good. It's a double. I'm ready to go.
All right. Love to hear that.
What do you got tonight?
So, last couple ones, I haven't been on theme. Tonight, I was like, I'm going to be on theme. So, I actually made myself, while I was making dinner, a little bit of a honey syrup to go with tonight's album, American Honey.
Yeah.
So, instead of simple syrup, honey syrup, just basically 2 parts honey, 1 part water, warmed up, stirred around. And then I added to that a Bullet single barrel. You don't see these all that often. I think they're pretty underrated. I think they're really good. Rumors for a long time where they were coming from Four Roses. I don't know if that's true. So Bullet single barrel, honey syrup, and to keep it like a little light, I went with sorghum and sassafras bitters, which is...
I don't know what any of those words mean.
I don't either. It was part of a Woodford variety pack I got for Christmas. It had like cherry and chocolate and then this one. So we'll see. And then usually, I like to get a little bit of that cherry juice in there. Today I was like, you know what? I want to be able to taste the honey. So I didn't. I just put the cherry, but I kept the juice away. So
Okay.
let's see what happens. I like it. It's the spice of the Bullet kind of makes the honey a little bit hotter. So
Yeah.
I am digging this.
I want to try that. So are you going to name it the local honey?
I think so. And
I
it
like
is
that.
going to be 18 times better than the album, not to give away my
let's
thoughts
go.
too soon.
Let's go.
All right. So you picked this album for us. Brian Fallon, American Honey. No, Local Honey. Local Honey. Yes.
Yep.
I will tell you, the first note I heard, I said, oh, I don't think I'm going to like this.
From the first note.
First note. I hate to hate on Brian's. We are a strong people, especially BRIANs. And so I just feel bad saying this. I did not like it at all. Like, his voice reminded me of, do you ever see This Is 40?
Yeah.
So Paul Rudd plays a music executive, and he's got one guy left. This guy, Graham something. This guy reminded me of that Graham guy. Like, I'm sure somebody wants him to do really well, but this was not hitting it for me. I thought the only place I would want to hear this album was in a Starbucks, or if I'm trying to fall asleep.
Interesting.
So hot, spicy takes.
You didn't tear up with the first song about watching his daughters color in their pajamas and hoping that they find a husband who loves them half as much as he does.
I liked the idea of it, but literally I was just thinking the whole time, all this guy wants is somebody to play this as their first dance song at a wedding. Like, he was just pandering to the audience, and I just wasn't here for it.
So I kind of had a feeling you weren't going to like it. I think I've come to the conclusion that other than female artists, we don't really have the same taste in contemporary music. I think we have the same taste in 90s music for the most part.
Okay. Well, Jason Isbell,
Well, that's
we
true.
both like. That will come up into play in the future. But
Yes.
I don't know. We'll see. I think there's going to be some alignment, but yeah, this one was not it.
So it's so funny because I mentioned the reason why I picked it was because Gaslight Anthem, which is Brian Fallon's real band, is one of my top 5 favorite bands of all time. I think they're amazing. It's just like, I can't get enough of it. Put it in my veins.
And I will say, I'm not familiar with them. So after listening to this album 3 times, thank God it's only 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
not too much of a commitment. I did listen to a couple of their songs, and I enjoyed those more.
I did not realize that this album was all slow songs. I had no idea going in because I've heard some of his other solo stuff and they're not slow songs.
Okay.
So I was surprised that this was all slow songs.
Very, very slow.
That being said, I'm listening to this album for the very first time like 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this activity that we do because I can't believe I'd never given this album a shot before. I love this. Every single word that he's saying, give me more. I love his voice. He's singing directly to me. I've listened to it now 4 times in the past 48 hours, including on my way home from work today. I love it. I can't wait to dig into his solo catalog, and I'm mad at myself that I haven't done this sooner because I like the full band so much.
Yeah.
I really like this album.
Well, I'm glad you discovered it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad I, learned that I didn't like it. And I would still continue to give Gaslight a try. And then maybe even if you had a suggestion of a different solo album of his that was far superior to this, I would try.
No, I mean, I think you're doing it the right way. Go with Gaslight because that's the more high energy.
Mm-hmm.
American Slang, which was the album again that I was going to recommend we listened to last week. That's the one that got me into it.
Okay.
So that's what I'd recommend if you want to get into the full band. It's
And-
really like a marriage. It's like if Pearl Jam and Bruce Springsteen had a baby. That's Gaslight Anthem.
Yeah. I will say when I was doing a little bit of research, it did kind of compare this to Bruce's Nebraska, just in terms of being super stripped down and quiet.
Yeah. And apparently he made this during COVID, which I
Right.
didn't realize either. This was his COVID album.
Yeah. And then you said he has a new one coming out in the fall?
He has a new one coming out in the fall, I think September maybe.
Okay.
He's released 2 singles. Again, those 2 singles are upbeat, so that's what I expected this to be like.
Mm-hmm.
Not the case. Doesn't matter. I loved it.
Nice. Is he going to tour behind that album?
I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I know he's done a few shows like this summer here and there. I don't know if he's come to our area.
Yeah.
I saw Gaslight Anthem at the 930 Club maybe 8 years ago or so, and it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. The whole crowd, it's like going to see Dashboard Confessional. The whole crowd is just screaming the lyrics to every single song. It was so fun.
So do you consider them like emo punk? What?
No, they're like, I don't know, punk rock maybe. I don't know, maybe not punk rock.
Yeah.
Alternative rock. I don't know what they are.
Hard to categorize.
Yeah, I don't know if it's emo.
Gotcha. All right. Well, lesson learned. And I've got one for you later that you're either going to love or you're going to hate.
Okay, that's what I like about this game.
So what did you do this weekend besides listen to Brian Fallon?
It felt like we had kind of a busy weekend, even though we didn't have that many plans. So Saturday night was my mom's birthday. We went into the city. We went to Georgetown to go out to dinner for her birthday. I'm going to start a new segment on the podcast if you're okay with it. It's called Scott Throws Restaurants Under the Bus.
I'm here for it. Now,
Are
just
you okay
just
with
to
that?
warn you, you will upset listeners, you will upset potential sponsors, and the general industry as a whole. But hey, if that's what you want to do,
Well, maybe I'll be a little vague.
nah, go for it. I want spicy Scott.
Well, what I was gonna say, maybe I'll be vague on the restaurant.
Okay, yeah.
So this is a
Let's be
cafe.
positive. We'll dunk on them subtly.
This is a cafe in Georgetown that's named after a city in Italy.
Okay, fair. Anyway, just to set the bar, this is one of the better known see and be seen places in DC that's not necessarily known for their food, it's known for their ambiance and to get a table where people can see you. So did you know this going in? Is that what your mom wanted? Did she want the people to come and adore her on her birthday?
Yeah, I don't know why I mean, my parents live very close to Georgetown, so it's
Okay.
not like we were going on a like adventure, like we were going to go into Georgetown and go to this trendy place. It was like that's where she wanted to go,
Yep.
which was fine. I've been there maybe like 15 years ago. I hadn't been there
Mm-hmm.
before. Um, yeah, like we were looking at what we are going to order ahead of time and stuff, and all the reviews are like tourist trap and
Yeah.
super overpriced. And yeah, super overpriced. My dad, he likes to do the thing where he brings a bottle of wine to the restaurant, has them
Mm-hmm.
open it rather than buying a bottle off of the menu.
Yep.
They don't do that on the weekends apparently.
Oh, jeez.
So then we decided, okay, we'll just buy a bottle. I think the cheapest bottle on the menu was like $300. So he's like, well, we're not going to buy a bottle because that's ridiculous. So let's just buy glasses of wine. And like the cheapest glass of wine was like $40 a glass. It was just ridiculous. The food was no good. Um, like a bread basket to get bread on the table was like $18.
Mm-hmm.
Service was no good. Yeah, so don't go to that cafe in Georgetown named after a city in Italy.
Yeah. I mean, the other potential takeaway from this is if you read the reviews and it says it's crap, it's probably crap.
Fair enough. Now, what we did do,
Hey, you still got to do what your mom wants. I get that.
exactly, it was her birthday. What we did do afterwards was we walked to an ice cream place, and it was the evening after the Nats blew another lead against the Yankees.
So many. It's impossible to even fathom.
And Anthony Volpe, the shortstop for the Yankees, was there with his family getting ice cream. So that was kind of cool. My kids got a kick out of that. I've taught my kids, maybe we've talked about this before, I don't know, but I've taught my kids when a celebrity is out with his family, don't bother them.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony was actually holding his daughter in his arms while he's ordering ice cream for the rest of his family. And people were just going up to him like, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? And you could see he was being super nice. He seemed like
Yeah.
a great guy, but you could probably tell that he was a little frustrated and annoyed because it's not a big ice cream shop and they were all over him.
So is this guy, I've heard the name. You could show me a lineup of 4 dudes and I would have less than a 25% chance of getting it right. Like, is this a very recognizable guy or did you just kind of the buzz and people told you?
The buzz, right? Like everyone's buzzing towards him and it's like, okay, he must be somebody.
Yeah.
Then you realize everybody that's rushing towards him is wearing a Yankees jersey.
Gotcha.
And then I noticed the people he was with were all wearing jerseys that said Volpe. So then I pull up Wikipedia and I'm like, oh, it's pretty obvious who it is.
Okay, fair enough. I like that lesson. Have you and your kids seen many famous people out and about?
I mean, not that many. I mean, I learned my lesson when I interrupted Howie Day having his dinner
Yeah.
at that bar. But no, when we went to Disney World a couple years ago, we saw Jason Kelsey. And he was like as close to me as I am to the computer screen talking to you. I mean, he was right there. And I mean, he's a big dude. And people started like swarming him. And my oldest kid, he's like, who's that? Oh, is that a Kelsey? And I said, yeah, but like, just leave him be, right? Like, he's with his kids at Disney World. He doesn't want to be mobbed. He was getting mobbed. So it's a lesson I've tried to teach them.
Did I tell you my Garth Brooks story from not too long ago?
I don't know. When you saw Garth in DC
Yeah.
and you met him?
I didn't really meet him. So he was getting an award and I got invited to this thing, which was awesome. And, you know, there's a lot of people there and I was just trying to not be in the way. So I kind of stood on the side of the stage, turned out like where his guitars were getting set up.
Yeah.
And then they were introducing him and he and Trisha Yearwood walk out and just stand on the wall right next to me
Yeah.
while the introductory people are like singing his praises and all this stuff. And it's like so awkward because he's getting his picture taken. I'm just standing there like do, 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 do. So I ended
Yeah.
up in like a couple like AP pictures and all that. And I kept myself cool. Like one of our good friends, huge Garth fan to the point where she and her husband like did a duet to one of his songs at their wedding. Like
Okay.
I think they did one of his songs for the first dance. So like I wanted to be cool and like tell him that whole story, and instead I was just like, "Congrats, Garth, good job."
What's the deal with Garth? Is he's doing a tour, but he's announcing the dates like one at a time
Oh,
or
I have no
something?
idea.
Yeah, I think he's doing a tour, but he's like playing a show and then he's announcing the next show. And he said it's going to be over the course of 3 years.
Oh, I like that.
So I think he's announced Indianapolis, which might be like in 2 weeks or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll announce the next show.
I think that's just to keep people on their toes, to beat the scalpers.
I don't really know. I'm not a Garth fan. My wife is a Garth fan, and she was telling me about it. So I did some research and read that that's what he's doing.
I like it.
That's like the most excited she's been about a concert in who knows how long. She said when he comes, we're gonna go. So
Yeah.
maybe we can coordinate
All right. Well,
as a fellow Garth fan.
next time I see him in DC, I'll let him know that your wife is anxious to see him
Please
live.
do, please do. Maybe he wants to sponsor the podcast.
That would be great.
I'll tell you another place that's not going to sponsor the podcast because there's part two of restaurants Scott throws under the bus.
Oh, jeez.
We don't even eat out that much, but we've just had a bad string of luck. I won't name this restaurant either, but it is a container that you keep sticks that you use to start fires.
Oh, fair. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a pizza place. We went so last night. My brother he plays hockey, and his team was in his league's championship in Rockville, Maryland. So we went there last night. Very exciting game. I mean, my brother's team was completely outmatched, but with 2.8 seconds left in the third period, they scored the equalizer. So it was 2-2. Went to overtime.
Did the VAR review it and confirm? Like, was there a lot of consternation?
There was no. I mean, it was they pulled the goalie and they just kept peppering him, and it was extremely exciting. Overtime, stayed tied. Went to a shootout. Went to 12 rounds. 12 rounds of shootout.
What? I didn't even know hockey went to shootouts.
Well, in real hockey, it doesn't. But in local league, when there's another game waiting to go on, they're like
Yeah,
trying to get
fair.
it to go by quickly. We lost.
Mm.
It was disappointing. But we went out to dinner afterwards, and because the game went to overtime, we didn't end up going to this restaurant until like 8:30 last night. The restaurant closes at 9, so it
Ooh,
was a
yeah, they don't like
very.
that.
And we knew that, right? Like it was a very fast meal. We were ready to go home, and my wife and I split a carpaccio. It was like tomato carpaccio pizza.
Okay.
It had pesto and really thinly sliced tomatoes, and it was supposed to have whipped ricotta and mozzarella, and like it just sounded amazing. And it got delivered, and it looked fantastic. And we took a bite, and we were like, "Oh wait, there's no cheese on here. It's just pesto and tomatoes." And so we called the waiter over, and the waiter was like, "No, that's how it's supposed to be." And we're like, "On the menu, it says whipped ricotta and mozzarella, and there's none of that. Like, there's literally no cheese on this pizza." And he goes back and he asks the kitchen guy comes back and he says, "No, like we put it on there." And we didn't feel like fighting him. It was definitely not on it.
Yeah.
He wanted to go home. We wanted to go home. Whatever. That all being said, the pizza was amazing, but it still tasted fantastic. It was
Oh,
really, really good. It didn't
that
need
was
the
not
cheese.
the expect. I was not expecting that.
No, but like, I mean, it wasn't what we ordered.
No. Also,
So I'll half throw them under the bus.
like, how do you just not throw? Like, they send it back, throw some cheese on it, and give it back to you. Like, just do
I
it.
mean, maybe they were out of cheese. Maybe they had wrapped up the cheese for the night.
Mm.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
there was definitely no cheese. So I'll half throw that restaurant that I've, so I've coded very, very well. I know no one knows what I'm talking about.
Never. Well, just remind me never to go out to eat with you because it sounds like you're trouble.
I'll tell you, we've just had a string of bad luck.
Oh man.
What did you do this weekend?
Wow, what did I do this weekend? My sister-in-law came into town, brought one of our nieces, so that was a lot of fun. Kind of show them the area. We ended up going to two different breweries. Had nice experiences at both
Okay.
large, both Lark and Honor. So we'll give them positive shout
My
outs.
two of my favorites.
Yep. I mean, I love anywhere that you can sit down, pull out your phone, use the QR code, and they just bring you food and drinks. It's the
Did
best.
you get the strawberry daiquiri at Lark?
I did not.
You promised.
I know,
You got to go back.
but I forgot also.
You got to go back.
My wife got a frozen sangria, and that looked delightful.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we got a new basketball hoop, so that's fun. Playing, shooting some free throws. I got it. I got it at 8 feet for the kids. I can dunk on 8 feet, which is pretty exciting.
Did you get it like permanently installed, or you just got a portable one?
Yeah,
Oh, you got interesting.
yeah. It was a combo gift for the kids. My parents, my dad actually found a not installed but previously purchased nice setup on Facebook Marketplace down in the Richmond area. They brought that up. I found somebody up here to install it, and
Wow.
yeah.
How did he drive it up?
So it hadn't been assembled.
Okay.
So you know how Facebook Marketplace goes. The person claimed
Not really.
they ordered one and two showed up, but then they didn't want to have to return the other one. And next
Okay.
thing you know, we have one. So
Okay, that's a good deal.
yeah, so that's been fun. Shooting layups. We're not quite at like pig level yet, but I'm excited
Yeah.
for that.
Okay.
And then I'd say the other athletic event, we had our last swim meet of the year, at least
It's over already?
pre regionals and pre all stars. Yes.
Wow, I feel like it just started.
I know. So they start maybe 2 weeks before school's out. I think there were only, I think, 8 meets, but I mean, there's Saturdays and Wednesdays, so it goes quick. But really excited. Like, both my girls made all stars in free and back. My son
Okay.
cut like 10 seconds off of his freestyle time at the last meet. So they've had a lot of fun with it. I wouldn't say I've had a ton of fun with it. You have to do these things and get points, right? So I was volunteering and I was working concessions all
Yeah.
Saturday. I was slinging these things called kolsches. I was slinging breakfast burritos. Kids are buying candy left and right. So I don't know. I swam a little bit growing up, and then I did 1 year in high school to get in shape for baseball season, and because there were a couple cute girls on the team. But did you ever do swim?
Have I told you my swim story?
I don't think so. Oh, geez, I'm scared.
Um, so let's flash back. Senior year of college, right? And like I assume you did the same thing, right? Like senior year, you try to take the easiest classes you possibly can because you want to have a cush last year at school.
I was
And
trying to survive and graduate, but yes, I was trying to get through and get my degree.
I don't know. I guess someone had told me the advice at some point to like take all the hard courses early.
Okay.
That way, your senior year, you just have like the requirements, like the gen ed requirements that you have to take.
Oh, interesting.
And so at my school, you had to take 2 PE courses to graduate.
Like 2 semesters of physical education classes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. That was part of the requirements to graduate. So I saved both of them for the last semester of college. And I did yoga.
okay.
And then I was looking for a second one. And my roommate, who was doing something similar, but he I guess, had to take this class first semester of college year, of senior year. He took swimming. And so he was telling me, like, oh, you should definitely take swimming as your second PE because it's so easy. And I'd never really taken swimming before. I mean, I knew how to swim. I know how to swim. But I never swam on a team. I never swam competitively.
Mm-hmm.
He told me that the final exam was swimming 4 lengths of the pool. So, like, 2 laps, right? Like, out and back, out and back. That's
Mm-hmm.
the final exam.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, how hard could that be? I can do that. So me and my friend Audrey, my good friend Audrey, we were like, let's take swimming and it'll be fun. We'll do it together and it'll be great. And that's how we'll do our, because we tried to also group all our classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
Oh,
So you only
that's
had
smart.
school,
Yes.
we only had school 2 days a week, 5 days a
Yep.
week of weekend. So we show up to the first day of swimming. It was me, Audrey, and this other redhead kid who I didn't really know. I kind of knew him. He wasn't my friend, but like I kind of knew him. And we show up to this class, and it's the 3 of us and the entire Emory men's swim team.
Uh,
And it turned out that the class that we had signed up for was, it was, you know, the PE requirement, but it was the class that the swim team all signed up for so that they could get an extra training session in on top
Oh,
of the allotted training session or whatever they were allowed to have.
oh, that's smart.
So the very first class, the very first day, we show up and he says like everyone get in the pool, and this is like the deep end of the pool, right? Like when I'm hanging out in the pool, like I'm hanging out.
You thought you were just gonna wade right in?
I'm hanging out in like the 4 feet, the 5 feet where I could stand.
Sure.
No, he's like everyone go out in the middle, right? So everyone's out there. There's maybe 20 of us, and we're all just like treading water in the 12 feet or whatever it is in the deep end, as he's given the instructions of how class is going to be. I don't like. I know how to tread water, but I don't usually tread water for minutes on end. So already I'm like getting exhausted, trying not to drown with all these other people.
Okay.
He hands us these sheets of paper of like this is what the workout for the day is. Every class has a workout of the day. Basically, it's what the team needs to do to train.
So I was gonna ask, is the professor of this also the coach of the swim team?
He's the head coach of swim.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't remember exactly what that first day's workout was, but it was something like 20 laps. So while I thought the final exam was going to be 4, the first day was 20. Now remember, I'm already exhausted because I've been just trying to not drown for 10 minutes. So we get back to the
That's
side
probably that's the warm up, right?
Yeah, that was. I mean, it wasn't even supposed to be a warm up. It was just like
Just
whatever. The class was 90 minutes because we only had it twice a week, right? Tuesday, Thursday. I don't know how many laps I actually ended up doing in, I don't know, the hour or so that we were swimming because we had the 30 minutes of trying to stay afloat. But there was a point where I was in the middle of the pool and I like couldn't swim anymore. I just like felt like I could not swim anymore or I was going to drown. And so like I had to hold on to the ropes, the lane ropes, and shimmy all the way to the end. Class is over. He blows his whistle. Everyone gets out of the pool. I go to get out of the pool and my arms are not working, right? Like I cannot lift myself out of the pool. So, I play it cool, right? I just like play it cool and just put my arm on the side of the wall and just relax a little bit. And I wait till everybody leaves. And I say like, coach, come over here, please. I need you. And I need him to help me get out of the pool. He like pulls me out of the pool.
do they have one of those chairs that can like scoop you up?
But they did. It was extremely embarrassing.
Sure.
So the next day, so let's say that was Tuesday, Thursday, we show up again and he calls me and my friend Audrey and this other guy over.
Yeah.
And he said like, you guys don't know what you signed up for, do you? We're like, no.
Absolutely not, sir.
He says, if you show up every day to class, like I will pass you, but hang out over here. So he like has the 3 of us go in the lane.
Play like one-on-one sharks and minnows or something.
But what was even like what made it so much worse is like, okay, well, at least me and Audrey, like we're good friends. Like at least we're in this together. She got like really sick. Like, I don't know, the second week of that semester.
Yeah.
Like she had like a parasite or I don't know what happened. She had to go home. She lived in New Jersey. Her family was in
God.
New Jersey. She had to go home. So then it was just me and this redhead kid. Like I felt abandoned.
I kind of feel bad that you're just calling this kid out based on the color of his hair.
I don't remember his name. I mean, again, I knew him. I wasn't really friendly with him. I mean, we bonded over those 9 weeks or whatever it was. But we were doing things like where you like tie your legs together so you couldn't use your legs to kick, right? It was all upper body, and like we put weights on our legs so that you're weighted. Like there was all kinds of.
So you did stuff. You just did stuff on the side away from the professionals.
Oh yeah, we did stuff.
Oh, okay.
But like they were, doing their whole workout. We're just trying not to die.
Drown.
I will say I felt like my shoulders got huge over those 9 weeks, but yeah, I'll never forget that swimming class.
I think, okay, I know you want to talk a little bit about a business or wealth opportunity.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes.
But one idea that comes up for me every year around the Olympics, and I feel like this could be you, is instead of having like 8 lanes for the swimmers, I want a 9th lane. And I want an average Joe in that lane trying to do the same thing that they're doing. So I think you could be that guy for
I
like
would not do it.
50 freestyle,
No.
just to show how
Nope.
much faster these other people are.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah?
know. I don't need to do it. You can do it.
The
I'm
people
not
need to
doing it.
know. I could do it. Yeah.
I'm
NBC.
not doing it.
I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, that was not a relaxing last semester of school. I would
Well, at least you
dread.
had yoga to balance it out.
I mean, I think it was, so again, we were doing the Tuesday, Thursday. I think that was my last class of the day. And like we would just dread I would just dread going to that class because I didn't know what was in store for me that day. I took acting that semester.
Okay. Wow, you really did crush it your last semester at school.
That was fun. That was fun.
At least
Did
did you?
you like I felt like my school was so small. We didn't have any of these like really fun courses that you see on TV. Like there was no history of the Beatles or history of Taylor Swift or anything like that. Acting was probably like the craziest class I got to take.
Yeah. Now, the ones at my school, and granted, I was not the best student, like, I thought astronomy would be like one of those kind of cakewalk classes. I struggled to get a C plus in that thing.
So did I. I took astronomy. I took
Yeah.
astronomy.
My wife makes fun of me to this day. She's like, how could you not do that? I was like, it's really complicated.
I took astronomy my freshman year, and I had it right after lunch, and we had classes in the planetarium, and it was like you eat lunch, you go to the planetarium, you're taking a nap.
Oh,
That's
man.
what I did.
Good times. Well,
Yeah.
so did you pass the final? Like, did you have to swim the 200 free?
No, I mean the final. Who knows what the final was? The final was probably like swim a mile. Who knows, right? Like again, it was he was a nice man. He just said, "Show up, and I will pass you." So I don't know what we did on that last day of class, but no, I don't know. I probably was able to do 4 up and backs, but I was not able to do whatever they were going to ask me to do for that final.
All right. Well, if you're not going to swim in lane 9 at the 2028 Olympics, how are you going to get us rich quick, Scott? Because you
Well, I kind of
texted me that you had this great idea, and I want to hear it.
I kind of alluded to it already.
Oh.
The Nationals bullpen. How many saves have they blown?
I don't know. So I am a big fan of AI. I asked both Claude and Chat to run the numbers and say if, like, look at their record if the games ended in the 7th inning, and neither
Yeah.
one of them could do it for me. But they've blown. Let's just go with 12. I feel like they've blown at least 12 saves, and we're at the All-Star break.
No, I mean you're way off. I don't know what the exact number is. I think the record of most blown saves ever, I think it's 48, something like that, and they are within 10 of the record, the all-time record
At the All-Star break.
at the All-Star break. So they're gonna blow right by that.
Okay. Yes.
Why don't we put $10 every 7th inning that the Nats are winning? Put $10 on the other team.
Okay.
How could we lose money?
I mean,
I mean,
guessing.
for all we know now, if the Nats are winning in the 7th inning, the other team is still going to be favored.
Right, I was gonna say, like, I
that's
don't know
what we
much
lose
about
money.
gambling. I know you are an enthusiast. Wouldn't the odds makers kind of factor in the fact that they're probably gonna blow it?
I don't know. But I feel like this is something that we need to start experimenting with.
All right.
I mean, they blew 3 games this year. They blew all 3 Yankees games.
And the series I went to, I think they blew 3 out of 4 against the Phillies.
Yeah.
Twice, I think they had it 2 outs in the top of the 9th, maybe with 2 strikes.
I mean, that series, they were winning by like 8 runs, 9 runs. Like
Yeah.
those were like absolutely devastating losses.
Yep.
I'm going to try this, I think, when we come back from the All-Star break.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
So there's what? How many games left?
81? Something like that?
Yeah, the All-Star
A
break's a
little
little
less.
past the halfway break mark.
Yeah.
So let's just say 70.
70 games?
So you're at worst in for 700 if you did it every time and lost everyone.
But it's only games that the Nats
Right,
are winning.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
maybe 40, 50 opportunities because the offense is good. Like they are leading a lot of these games going into the 7th inning.
And you know what the other crazy thing is? And remember, I'm not a Nats fan, right? I'm an Orioles fan this season. We've already covered that. But
Yes.
what's crazy is the Nats bullpen is not like the bottom of the barrel bullpen. Like they actually have a good ERA. Yeah, look it up. Their bullpen is league average. It's just in the late innings when they are winning that they are absolute trash.
Mm.
It's like they cannot handle the pressure.
I was trying to come up with something to bring back bullpen blues.
I mean, this is bullpen blues.
I
I
know,
mean,
but it's like if you make some money on your bets, can we get like a full band to like record it?
what's Tara doing?
I I don't know. We could call her.
We should call her. We know somebody now.
Oh man. So speaking of which, we are at the All-Star break. Home run derby's on behind us. I haven't been looking, but are you excited about it? Because I do. The other day, you seemed a little down. You were like, "Summer's already over." To
Summer's
me,
already over.
the home run derby is like the halfway point of the summer. So I feel like yes, now we are headed towards fall, but we still got a lot to go.
Yeah, no, I feel like after 4th of July, summer's over. I mean,
Fine.
I don't know. I don't know. It just like the thing I love most about summer. Obviously, I love the weather. I love the pool. I love going to the beach. I love all that great stuff.
You
Sitting
love swimming,
outside.
apparently. Big swimmer.
I like going to the pool. I don't like swimming 20 laps when I'm, hungover as a senior in college. Um, but it starts getting darker earlier. And I mean, we're still a ways away from it being like depressing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when the Sunday scaries really get scary,
Yeah.
right? When it's dark at 5:30 on a Sunday, and as we get past July 4th, and it starts, the night starts creeping a little bit earlier every single day. That's when it gets a little scary.
We've still got a while.
I know we do
Hey,
have a while.
I will say my new summer tradition that I've discovered and started in the last like 4 weeks is Sunday grill outs.
Yes, I saw your picture last
Yeah.
night.
I just every week I get like more stuff. I'll take the kids to the grocery store. This week I took the girls and they were like, "Oh, Dad, get some mushrooms." And I'm not a big mushroom guy, but I was like, "All right,
Yeah,
why not?" And then I put them on with like a cast iron skillet and just a little olive oil. Freaking
yeah,
amazing. I got some steaks. I never get steaks because like my wife doesn't eat steak, but then
yeah.
my kids did. I'm like, this is so it's my new thing. Sunday evenings, come on over. We will have stuff to eat on the grill.
I'm in. I got two comments about that. Number one, your peppers last night looked really, really good. Tell me about those peppers.
Oh my God. So all I do is get like the bag of the multicolored little sweet snacker peppers,
Yeah,
wash them, and just put them on that top rack. They get like soft, a little charred, and then they're just like, it almost tastes like they have butter inside, but it's just the moisture from the peppers. So good.
that
You
looked really
add
good.
a little bit of like rock salt. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. See that I've never done, and I need to do that because it looked
Yep.
really, really good.
Well, thank you.
Number two, though, the first thing I thought of when I saw that photo that you posted was I have to have a grill intervention with you.
What'd I do wrong?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. You just need a bigger grill. That grill was packed.
Yeah,
You need a bigger grill.
there's six
I
of
think we need
us.
to go shopping.
I got a lot of food to make.
I think we
Yeah,
need to go shopping.
I know. It was tight because what did I have? I had 2 steaks, 2 pork chops, bunch of chicken kebabs, the mushrooms, the peppers. I might have had a couple hot dogs. I don't know, but you're right.
Yeah.
It was getting tight.
Yeah.
So,
So, next week we'll do this podcast live from Home Depot.
but that's a
And
three burner. Like, what did they make? 5, 7? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
jeez.
Or maybe you just need a second grill. Maybe you don't need a bigger grill. You need a second grill.
All right. Well, if anybody out there wants to sponsor Brian's second grill, we will gladly take it.
That'll be the new segment on
Yeah.
the podcast.
Oh, well, I think we can wrap this one up. Any shout outs on your end, Scott?
What's the album? We have an album to listen to,
Oh,
don't we?
I couldn't remember if we did shout outs or albums first. Okay. Album time. So I did some pondering today. And interestingly enough, yes, you mentioned that we do tend to have similar tastes in female artists. So I went through a couple because it's actually been a pretty big spring summer for some of the bigger stars. We had a new album from Hilary Duff. We had one from Olivia Rodrigo.
Mm-hmm.
We have one from Gracie Abrams coming out.
Okay.
But what I decided to go with is Middle of Nowhere by
Oh.
Casey Musgraves.
Do these albums just keep showing up at your house? How do you have so many
I
LPs?
know. At some point, I'm going to pick something I don't have a record of. So I have a shopping problem, I believe, and that involves whiskey, vinyl, and sometimes watches.
Okay.
Those are the things that I spend my disposable income on.
Okay.
So I'm actually a big Casey Musgraves fan.
Me
Saw
too.
her early on at 9:30 Club, put on a great show. Think it's called Rainbow. I think that is a classic album,
Golden
and
Hour.
this one is the new one. She's actually going to be in Baltimore on Friday, so I thought it'd be a fun one.
Are you gonna go?
I'm not, but
Should we go?
I have plans Friday.
More important than Casey?
Here's the other thing. I'm also lazy. You know this. Like, there's so many good shows in Baltimore at
Yeah.
Merriweather,
They're so far away.
and I'm just not gonna do it.
They're
Like,
so far away.
I think Jack Johnson was at Merriweather a couple weekends ago. I'd love to see him. I wish. I know you like Wolf Trap. Well, I know you have a love hate relationship with Wolf Trap.
No, I
I
love it.
wish. I wish Wolf Trap got the Merriweather shows. Like, I know it's not of the size,
It's
but
not of the
that
size.
would be heaven. Like,
I
that would
know.
be great.
I know.
So,
I know. Yeah, Merriweather gets so many good shows. I refuse to go there. Baltimore, I don't refuse to go to, but it's so far away. I will only go there for special occasions.
yeah. I mean, saw Pearl Jam there. That's the only Baltimore concert I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I saw DMB there once, but that was a long time ago.
So how come you picked Middle of Nowhere? Have you listened to it yet?
I have. I've listened to it. I've enjoyed it. I also like. I think she, well, not on Taylor level of marketing. She's just like a really clever marketer. She did this whole Instagram thing where it was like one of the songs says for a good time call, and it like listed a phone number, and if you
Yeah.
texted it, it gave you album updates and like pictures and all that. And then she just has a collab with Lee selling stuff at Walmart, like cool
Yeah.
country stuff. So I just one, it's a good album. Two, I feel like it's a little bit underrated for as good as it is for this summer. So I want you and the listeners to experience it.
Yeah. I mean, I listened to it when it came out, and I was thinking about it recently for some reason about how I haven't listened to it since it came out. So that's exciting for me.
Yeah,
I'll be looking forward to listening to it again and giving it a more critical ear.
yeah, it's got a couple good duets. Willie Nelson's on it, Miranda Lambert. So can't go wrong.
Okay.
Or
Well, I'm
maybe you can.
excited.
I don't know. Maybe you'll come in with a spicy take like I did.
No, I think it's. I mean, I love her. She's awesome. She's awesome.
Fair.
There is one other thing we didn't discuss though.
Uh
We talked about it last week. Our World Cup picks.
oh. Ooh, yes. I am doing really good in my pool.
I bet you are.
I got 3 out of the final 4.
I got all four.
What?
I got all four.
Oh, look at you.
But if you remember, we talked about how you have France over Argentina in the final, and I have Spain over Argentina in the final.
Ooh, it's a big
And
game
we
for us
said
tomorrow.
we foreshadowed this last week. We said we might have to make a wager on the Spain France game
Okay.
because that's going to determine which of our teams make the finals.
Fair.
And this is going to come out after the game has happened,
Yes, it will.
but we are recording it before the game has happened.
Ooh.
So I wanted to know if you were interested in putting a friendly little wager on this game.
Depends on how friendly and how little.
It's pretty friendly. If it's little, that's up for interpretation.
All right. Give me your best shot. I'll probably say yes.
Well, we're both rooting for Argentina. Argentina against England. So
Yes.
we're both rooting for Argentina. So I think our bet should have something tied to Argentina. So
Okay.
I wanted to see if you wanted to wager that France would win, and I'll wager that Spain will win. The loser has to get the Messi haircut, the Lionel Messi haircut.
I'm good. I don't even know what that is.
It is a medium taper fade. It's where they like buzz you down really, really low on the sides, but they keep the top normal. And my thought was, we get it. We're both going away the same week in August, so we get the haircut before we go away. So that way we have a week for it to grow back before we have to go back to work the second week of August.
Oh man. Like I can't picture it as being like terrible, right?
It's not terrible. It's nothing. I mean, it's
Because he had a mullet for a while. I can't
no.
do
There's
that.
no mullet. No,
Okay.
it's really. I think the thing that's going to be different from my hair at least, and I think your hair as well, is that it's going to like get down to the skin from like your ear down.
All right, you know what? I am so confident in France. Why not?
Are we doing it?
We're doing it.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. That is so exciting. So it's so funny because people are going to listen to this on Thursday
Yeah.
when this comes out, and they're already going to know which one of us has to get the messy.
Yeah. Oh man.
We went and got our haircuts. I didn't get my haircut. I took my kids to get their haircut on Sunday, and my youngest, who is a huge Messi fan, asked the lady to give him the Messi. And so he has the Messi right now, and I'm looking at him getting this cut, and I'm like, that is such a cool haircut.
Okay.
I was like, man, I want to get that, and that's where I got this idea.
Well, this will be a cool story no matter what. I'm excited about it. I will be saying some prayers to Mbappe tonight.
Yes, I mean, I'm actually a little frustrated. I'm not even going to be able to watch the game live tomorrow. I'm going to be at the office, and I have meetings. I can't get to see the game.
I mean, I get that this is an international experience, but the fact that they're playing the semifinals in the U.S. at 3 Eastern,
I know.
noon Pacific on a Tuesday and Wednesday? Come on.
I know.
Ugh. Rude.
All right, but now I have extreme vested interest in this messy haircut.
Well, so are you going to watch it on delay? Like, should I not be texting you the name of my barber so that you can go get your stuff done when I win?
Um, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I didn't even consider the fact that I could record it and watch it when I get home. So I don't know. I'll have to see what the plans are.
I will say, thank goodness that you didn't come up with this based on Ronaldo. If you go back and look at an old Ronaldo haircut where it's like all shaved and then there's like this little U bowl there, like, woof.
Okay.
So that would be dramatic. So this seems
Okay.
fine.
This will be fun.
Yeah,
This will
because
be
I'm going
fun.
to win.
I don't think that's going to happen.
All right. What? That took a turn.
And so now we're doing shout outs. I don't really have any shout outs this week. I will shout out again my brother's hockey team, the Rockville Saints. I didn't know they had any Saints in Rockville, but apparently they do. They made a not what's the word? Like I was not excited about that hockey game last night. They made it extremely exciting, and I was impressed that they were able to hold it. The team they played had so many Russians. I'm not even making it up. Like, they have all their names on the back of their jersey. They were like all Russian. It was unbelievable. But 2.8 seconds left. They scored a goal.
Good for them.
So I'll give them a shout out.
Nice.
Entertaining Sunday night.
There you go. I'm gonna shout out my mail lady.
Wait, what?
I love getting mail, and she's the nicest. And
U.S. Postal Service.
what's that?
U.S. Postal Service.
Yes, the U.S. Postal Service.
Okay, I got a little confused when you said your mail lady.
Oh yes, no, the lady that delivers the mail.
Okay.
Couldn't be nicer. She'll bring the big packages.
She
to
is
the
very
door.
nice. I have the same mail lady.
Yes. Well, so get this. On Saturday, she broke down in my neighbor's driveway. Like the car came off the axle. I was getting ready to go for a run, so like checked on her. She's like, "Oh, the tow truck's coming, and they're gonna bring me another, whatever they're called, postal delivery vehicle to finish my route." And then I came back, and she was still there, and she was like sitting in our neighbor's yard under the tree. I was like, "Ma'am, can I get you like some water? You can come inside, like anything you want. Like, how can I help you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm good." And then, fortunately, like 5 minutes later, she was rescued. But like, that's a tough job in this heat, and then for your car to break down.
Do they tow? Did they tow the mail truck?
I missed the details. I saw it as the new truck was driving away. So I missed seeing the old truck get towed, but she thought that was the plan.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So take care of your postal service people. They're working hard.
Yeah, she is a good one.
She is.
She's always friendly. She's always waving.
Mm-hmm.
She recognizes us like when we're taking a walk with our dog.
Yeah.
We're by your house. Like she recognizes us and says hi.
Yep.
So she's a good one.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's everything I got. See, I was so well prepared tonight.
You worry. Like I've got notes and I still missed a couple things, and you just have it all in here. You definitely did not inhale too much chlorine when you were in the pool.
I did not.
All right. Well, this has been fun as always.
All right. Well, cheers. We'll
Cheers.
come back next week with some haircut news.
All right. Well, see you out there.
All right. Bye.
Bye.